Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Try. My name is Retromation. This is Order Automatica, an auto-battling roguelike that I'm very excited to be checking out the demo for here today. It looks very up my alley, so in we shall go to see what it's all about. The demo is going to be releasing on the 20th. We get a look at the demo a little bit early here, so in we go. Add unit cards to your grid. Okay, I've done it. This grid belongs to me. Hover over units to view their abilities. Upon death, summon a war automaton with 1 health and attack to all empty spots in its row. Okay? No special ability. Just very good. Fills 1 empty item slot with a random item. Gives a random unit on the grid plus 3 attack and defense. How do we choose? I mean, I wonder if can we choose who goes first? Is it goes first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I think so. Which is good, because then we would want... I'm already strategizing. We're in the tutorial. We would want this one to die second, obviously. Cell numbers indicate the attack order. You can reposition your units if you wish. Nope. When you're ready to battle... Okay, go ahead. They attack and do their abilities automatically. Units do damage equal to their blep. And obviously it's going to go towards their blep. On their turn, units will attack a random enemy in the closest occupied column. So that was my question, is if there's nobody here, will he attack down there? Looks like yes. They'll die when their defense is 0 or below. Battle will continue until 1 or both are empty. You win by having at least 1 unit survive. Straightforward enough. You and I start with a set of number of lives. You have a lot more. Interesting. Take all of my lives over the course of multiple battles to achieve total victory. Will I try and take yours? All right. So hold on. So you bear witness. Wait. Oh, okay. You attack the closest. Okay. All right. You attack the closest column, not necessarily the closest row. I was expecting closest row. I guess that makes sense. So you can have like backline. Okay. We could turn on autoplay if we wanted, but this is going to be good for like learning here. We summon a war automaton with 1 health and attack to all empty spots in its row. So it's a 1/1. Gotcha. So again, we really hope that we attack this one, but we do not. Unfortunately. Because then you are going to attack back. This guy dies, which is going to buff up him, isn't it? Does it not? Did I read his ability wrong? I'm going to go for the autoplay at this point. It does actually say down here as well, even with autoplay on. That was my fear. I mean, that's really neat. Okay. Battle 1. Hey, I'm with it. I'm curious to see what the drafting phase will look like. Units are resurrected after every battle. Items can be given to units on your grid. 2. So it looks like they cost money. Gives 1 attack to all allies in the column. Gives 1 defense to all allies in the column. Wait, this is before battle? This is... Yeah, okay, they're both before battle. Adding items and units costs essence. Looks like gold. Gold is just our essence. That's sad. Gotcha. So we got a couple things. Before battle, attack a random enemy for 3 damage. When discarded from the grid, which I can assume is just death, right? Maybe it's not. Maybe that's why it didn't go off, because it's not... Maybe death does not count as a discard. Upon death... Okay, apparently not, because that is a completely different... It just says straight up on death here. I thought it was just a phrasing thing. All adjacent allies get 2 defense. Pretty cool. You know what? We'll start with that, and then we'll give you... All allies in column, on death, all... Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. So theoretically, everyone here is going to get that buff. And then if he dies, set amount of essence for each prep phase. Unused essence will be lost. Start the battle when you've used all the essence you can. All right, I'm in. Let's turn off autoplay for a second so we can figure out what they've got going on. So they got this guy too. They put the man who needs to die in the back row. That does not make a whole lot of sense, but okay. And then I don't see any way to discard this guy from the grid. I'm sure that's just some kind of synergy play. When held between battles, So I'm sure that's something we'll learn in a little bit. So whenever we attack like that, do we, they attack back, yeah? No? Sound effects are very, very gentle. I will say I do appreciate that compared to the ladder, but I will probably turn them up here in a second. So we get the shields. Okay. Battle round 2. Okay, so round 1 goes and we go... Understood. Do we always get to go first? Is that, like... I know it's 1, 2, 3, 4, but do we always get the first one? I believe that might be the case. I do the same preparation phase as you. You can watch me prepare, or you can skip it. Interesting! That's really interesting that we actually get to watch the enemy's prep phase. These are all the basics. Learn more or get reminders by clicking on bleep icons when you see them. May chaos be your guide. Hey, I'm in. I'm like already very, very in. I'm gonna adjust some audio though, 1 sec. All right, hopefully that's good. So we've got $7. We can draw again. We can do a reroll. We can hold. So that's the thing. If you drag this guy into this hold, which I'm sure is just... well, we've done enough tutorial for now. We'll wait a moment. Silent Executioner has no special ability, but it sure looks like we can get a 3-star unit. Okay, we got to put him in the same row to get the 3-star. That's interesting. 3's just really good. That, you know, that's all we got there. Can we lock units? I do want to know. That would probably be in the prep phase. Can we lock? Place units from your grid in the hold spot. Draw again. Units that item. No, does not look to be a thing. Trying to right-click for a lock. Can we... Oh, we can hold... Gotcha. Interesting. We can put units from the purchase into the hold, though. All right. Gotcha. Can I put items in the hold? I can. All right. When an enemy attacks, draws enemy attacks to the ally with this item. Sure. That on this guy makes a lot of sense. We will obviously need to, like, upgrade him to make that happen, but still. Works for me. Still need... Yeah, this is... I boosted the sound effects by a bunch, and it's still a bit on the quiet side there. Okay. So, we're still living here. This guy is just an absolute god. So, when we attack, we don't take damage back. It's not like a Super Autopats in that sense where it's going to be traded. And the adjacent includes diagonals. This is always an important thing to learn. Okay, we go through again. Absolute wreck. But yeah, that's... Okay, that's good. That makes aggressive units a lot better. So, like, enemies that have a lot of attack but not a lot of defense, it makes them better. So we have to go through there. Good. We do win. We do get to go first. Get wrecked. And then, okay, yeah, we're done with the tutorial. We have that guy in the hold. Oh, no, he's got that guy in the hold. Oh, he's about to get that combo. That's cool. So you can actually, like, you can look at their hold. You can know what they're probably going to do next turn. You can see the kind of synergies they're working towards. I really like that so much. All right. I do greatly prefer too quiet to too loud, for sure. It's bless you, Dev. Draws enemy attacks. So you do have that item already is the problem. If in cell 5, at the start of every round, attack a random enemy for 3 damage. Upon death, summon a war automaton. 2 retaliation damage to the attacker. I will say the spiked helmet on this guy is pretty logical. What we could also do is just move everybody back 1. We want you to die as well, though. And it is, like, slightly better if you die first. So you die, and then this guy dies, and you buff up both of the helpers as well. That kind of works better, I guess. But I think I'm just good with this. And then whatever may be, will, you know, whatever will be, will be. Get that Executioner, I suppose. We'll do a reroll, see what else we can get. Do I want to go for another one of those? I'll just say sure. So now it's all the more... Well, but the thing is, we kind of want... We wouldn't want you to be there because then you'll die, you'll fill it up with the automatons, and then he dies, he'll just fill up the one space, and not even that. He wouldn't even fill up a space, from what I saw. Yeah, I still want this for when you are going to die, or when I upgrade you. Okay. I did forget about his item that buffs up everybody in the road. That's why we did it that way, but I feel like this is still... It is probably still better. Okay. I can probably go for the 4x at this point, honestly. Okay, so we get the bombs. This bomb is going to eat an entire attack for us, which is really beneficial. Like, that's one of the really good things about having this guy in the second row instead of the first. Is you could eat, like, a, 1,000 damage attack, and there'd be no penalty to it. Battle 1. You're a chump. So we could skip this if we want. I think I'm good to... Okay, so it just has to be in a row of some sort. That's an interesting, extra little wrinkle to it. Draws attacks to ally with this item. Can you be attacked outside of your row with it, though? I'll definitely get a triple. Which means that next turn I will be able to get the taunt, but we also don't even need to. But if I can get the taunt, then what I can do is this. This instead. That would be more beneficial for us, I guess. Do I want you? I can't put you in the hold. I want that item more than I want another one there. I think this is fine. So we won't necessarily draw the attack. If he dies first, that actually, like I said, it kind of works out okay. But so yeah, the taunt works even if they're back there, which means I could put this guy in position 5, which is more beneficial. Because that hits the entire board. And then I can also have him in the same row as... Oh, that's really beneficial. I'll say, even at 4 times speed, what I wish these animations played, like, a touch slower, but, like, when you did the speed up, the text also did go a little bit faster as well, resulting in a net faster turn there, but still, feels like you could have it. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But it seems like the holdup is mostly coming from the text there. Okay, so we'll go for this combo. This is what now summons a war automaton with 3 health and attack in all empties in the... Yeah, gotcha. So the question then is, I could put it on you so you put down those first and then they all get buffed. Because you dying first isn't the best. We could put it on you. What I kind of want is... I guess maybe I could try and get both. Because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that and have you be back here. And then... Yeah. And then... Okay, so you... You'll die. You'll fill up these 2 spots. Those will get tanked instead. Which is not as good. Yeah. I hate that we're not getting the benefit of the +1 attack thing, but again, I got that in the tutorial element more so. Alright. Because this would be death, boop boop, then you have a chance, and you would buff up these 2 and this 1. Which I wish you could replace by doing this. Just like a quality of life thing. They're not actually changing spots. I think this is fine. Well... If we get another taunt thing, we'll put it in the middle, and then in, like, yeah, whichever one dies first. Yeah. It's fine. Then buffs up those 2. It's still decent. So he's running the same enemies that I am, or same units that I am. So surely there's got to be more units than these, though, right? I mean, it is a demo, though. Got to keep that in mind. Format-wise, I am very interested. But we'll get into potentially a different run or something. Because we just, we beat the tutorial there. I went to the excavation site alone last night. What compelled me, I cannot explain. I entered the pitch-black catacombs with nothing but a candle in my hand. When I arrived at the central chamber, an eerie light filled the room, the source of which I could not discern. But some strange magic artifacts began to move on their own, and the ancient altar rode upon itself as if within a flame. With a flame. I was presented with some kind of game. I learned its rules and overcame the first challenge. I can see there's much more. I hesitate to tell my colleagues about this. Would they even believe me? And then I feel compelled to go again tonight. Gotcha. Attainments. Create a level 3 ally on your grid. Equip single ally with 3 items. Win and battle with 3 or more leftover essence. Raise an ally's defense to 33 or higher. Win battle with 3 or more allies still alive. That is total victory. And you get... Okay, that's where you get a... If you... Oh, I didn't mean to do it. Oh, wait, 1 second. Alright. Biggest thing I want to see is more units, which, I mean, I know it's a demo. I'd like to see a couple different things, though. Pick an indulgence. We get, like, a passive. Give an ally in cell 5 3 health at the start of preparation. Huh. All summons gain an attack and a defense. Discarding an ally from your grid gives you 2 extra essence once per level. I'll do summons. Upon death, summon a war automaton. Buffs the newest adjacent summon for 1 attack and defense. I guess I'll get this. A little bit of this. So you're able to buy 2 characters and an item. The hell? Fill 1 empty slot. This item kills a unit the moment it's equipped. What? Interesting. I guess I will hold that guy. I do want him. We have no more money. We want you to die first. So we'll summon all the extra stuff. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's go back down. Interesting. So yeah, it's kind of funny that he took that and then there's not even anything in that slot. Maybe do 1 4. It's weird because 4, it feels both too fast and too slow. You know what I'm saying? It feels like the text should maybe like linger still the same amount of time, but like the pause is interesting. Feels like you could really... You only have 2 health. It feels like you could really just roll poorly on the first fight and just be out of half of all of your value immediately, just like that. I will say I really like this indulgence thing. I think that is very interesting. We get the same options? We do. Okay, so summons go crazy, basically. We'll pop that here. That works well for me. Draw again. What else we got? I mean, that guy's just really good. Summon a war automaton with 1 attack and 1 defense to a random empty cell. A empty cell. I'll grab it. So this guy is going to get that 3 and 3 boost. Retaliation damage is up, which only applies to you. I don't really care if these guys die right away. That, like, does not bother me. So these are going to get all the way up to a 5/5. Oh, baby. So you attack there, that's fine. We should die from the retaliation, theoretically. Okay, we summon 2 more 5/5s. I mean, that's pretty broken. I mean, we could probably turn it to 4 speed. I don't know. I don't know if what I'm saying is coming through cleared up about the speed. It's like the animations, everything, they feel like they're happening very quickly. But also too slow. Alright. I like that little man. Okay. Battle 1. Attainment attained. Attainment attained. Win a battle with 3 or more allies still alive. Raise an ally's defense to 33 or higher. Win a battle with 3 or more leftover essence. I mean, well, why would I do that, though? Okay. Do we just get to keep on going for the same? We have 7, so we'll draw again. I mean, I'll get that combo. Ooh, buffs for +3. Okay. I'm going to discard this, hold on to that. I think that'll actually be... Will it be better for us? Not fully. Yeah, that works well. Attacks a random enemy for 3 damage before... Okay, so if you attack here, that actually could be a problem. But as of right now, we just got these going absolutely crazy with it. I don't know, maybe it's like I feel like I need it 3 times or something. I feel like maybe that would feel better. Alright. That guy's got, yeah, 13 health. How the hell did this get up to 10? Wait, why did I get up to 10? I'm not complaining. Okay. I also think it's something to do with the fact that when we attack, we don't trade back and forth like a super Autopets or, you know, like some other card battlers where when you attack, they trade. I don't know which one of those I want. Discard an ally from your grid to give 2 extra essence per level. Out of curiosity... Oh, wait, we don't have to pick the same one? I mean, yeah, I'll continue to take the extra summons business. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have the extra ones. So I discard that. That discards for 1. I do kind of just want another one. I think I'd rather have another one of those. I wish I could lock 2. Don't get me wrong. I wish I could lock 2. Okay. 14 health! You're crazy! That being said, we do have all of these bombs that are going kind of absurd with it. That guy's got 5. Summon and summon... He summoned a random ally, and the random ally he summoned was the man who summoned a random ally. Very funny. If we could just keep doing that, that'd be great. You could go, I mean, if you were infinitely lucky, you could go infinite with that. But yeah, I don't know. It's like... this fights, if enemies did trade their attacks and health, it would make the fights go twice as quick as they are right now. Okay. Bloop. I'm sure it would absolutely ruin balance, but just talking, you know, we're early on. We're in the demo phase. You got the all summons. Yeah, you're taking like a... It makes sense, but you take like a completely random set of stuff. Oh, because this is permanent. I thought that was just for the wave. Okay. Retaliation damage is increased. I don't think that implies that it gives us retaliation damage if we don't already have it. So I'll just grab this one for the first time, grabbing something different. Upon death, summon a war automaton with 1 attack on a random cell. A little bit weird. I think I'll lock that one. I guess we're going to put it on this one. It's a little bit strange. Again, I do care a little bit more about upgrading this guy. It's kind of where all my business is about. Also, wasn't there a... No. Raise their health. I can see how you could pretty easily raise the health to 33 or more. Those are just for like little achievements, more or less. Oh, interesting. We summoned that guy and he got super upgraded. Okay. But yeah, now that I understand this, that it's permanent stat increase, that it's equally as crazy and also more like flexible. This does not actually scale. That is innately scaling. What is that? You have the okay. So giving them like 1,000,000 health and then giving the retaliation does seem fairly legit. Also, why does the war automaton just look like... Man just looks like a bomb. Wham. All right. I also feel like we should pick this between the same two. I don't know. It feels like we should have the... But it doesn't necessarily make sense. Say if we pick between the same shop and the same... Yeah, I'm not saying like we draft out of it so it's like he buys it so that I can't buy it, but I'm saying like it feels like we should get the same options offered to us, but I don't think that necessarily matters. Okay. I'm assuming... So yeah, to get a tier 3, you need all of it. Is it sounds like it's super auto-pet, like, because this is the pill, right? You know, where you kill it out. So I wonder if we kill it outside of battle. It probably gains those stats forever. That being said, I don't feel like I need to do that angle right now. This seems right to me. I do think we have this nice and clean and easy. These are all the way up to 12 there. How dare you attack me? Oh. Why are they going up to... Why are they going up to 14 sometimes? Newest adjacent, that's why. When something summoned, it buffs the adjacent. That's why sometimes these would... Okay. Okay, that's stupid. And we got another one of these that summons... Oh, no. We actually could, if this fight goes on long enough and they attack up here... There is an off chance that we could maybe get somebody up to... No, they're just not strong enough. They can't handle me. I could have maybe gotten something up to 33. Total victory. Neat. After some time, I was able to meet the game's second challenge. Truly, is this all its magical entails? Seems a little more than thinly veiled slot machine, the likes of which I could play at any common dive in London. No, there must be more to it. There must be. New rank unlocked. I'll admit, okay, I'm gonna pop on in. I'll see if this one has anything new to offer. Here, otherwise, like if there's, I don't know, maybe units that only show up here, or what's up, what's what. Just gonna very quickly skip through, because I feel like we probably have seen like all the units. Yeah, I think I have seen everything, because I don't think there's not different tiers or rankings, which I think would be very, very helpful. As well as, yeah, like, as far as a demo goes, though, I am very interested in this formula and format. A couple of concerns I would have being, like, you only have 2 lives. If you draft poorly, and not draft poorly, if the shop gets offered to you, and, like, because some of these units obviously hard counter each other. If the enemy drafts out something that you literally just can't possibly counter in the first fight, you could lose your first heart and take away your potential losses, your acceptable losses in half on round 1. And that feels wrong, because like in a lot of Autobattlers, like, you know, I keep on playing back to Super Autopets because clearly there's inspiration in that. But like in Super Autopets, for example, if you make it to round 3, you get one of your lives back, for example, something like that. On top of that, you also have a lot more potential losses that you can have. Because it helps you... What that does is it makes it so your game does not get determined by your bad luck on round 1. It does get determined by your skill and your ability to fix it over the course of time, like with a bigger sample size of more rounds. So I think that something like that being implemented would be a good idea. I think that the obvious thing is, like, it's a demo, so like there's not a lot of units, stuff like that, but the amount of units that needs to be in the game for it to remain like replayable and exciting, it needs to, like, it needs to be so much more, right? And I think the dev knows that. But we're talking like and I think that the implementation of level tiers of units in Autobattlers, like a level 1 unit, a level 2 unit, level 3 unit, so you can cycle through the shop, really does help with making sure it stays fresh longer, because otherwise, like, I can keep re-rolling the shop and see any unit that's in the game right now. And even if you add a bunch more, what happens is then the pool will just get diluted. But if you can separate them into tiers and stuff like that, adding more will not feel like it's diluting the pool at all. Like having a rarity thing where you hit this level, then you're more likely to get this rarity. Like there's a reason that Autobattlers do that, and it's to help with that feeling of replayability and like building in a direction, because otherwise it does feel like, yeah, it does feel like a slot machine you could find in a dive bar in London, where it is like, I should just re-roll until I keep finding the 1 or 2 units that I have decided are important to my build, and that's it. And there's no upward growth in terms of different types of units I take. So that is not just it's a demo thing, but that is a system issue. What I would say is an issue with the game. But as far as the format of the game, I really like the format. I think that I like the way that the grid-based system is working. I like all of the triggers and everything, feeling like they're taking more from like card battlers and stuff like that. I like it a lot. I think that it could be really, 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 really good. I think there's a couple core things that will need to be tweaked, but it's a balance game and it's a demo. So that's stuff that can be tweaked and changed. Content being added as far as characters, that's like obviously a bigger thing that's going to take, I think, but it's worth noting because the amount of characters that's going to need to be added for it to feel replayable is going to have to be like, we're talking a lot, right? The fact that I've seen them all already is indicative of that, but we can only wait and see. Alas, the demo for this is going to be out on the 20th. If you want to check it out, link at the top of the description. Order Automatica. I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on it because this seems like the kind of game when it's out in early access, I could be really excited about it. Thank you for watching, though. Thank you. Check the channel for Roguelike some more every single day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.